Ever met a man who seems to defy every rule society throws at him, leaving you wondering how he pulls it off? A man who shrugs off insults like they're dust on his shoulder, or vanishes after a conversation that shakes your soul. These are the Sigma males, enigmatic outliers who don't just break the mold, they never fit it to begin with. If you're one of them or aspire to be, you're about to see yourself in a new light. Welcome to Sigma Male Community, where we strip away the noise and dive deep into the raw, unfiltered essence of what it means to live as an independent, self-reliant man. Today we're unpacking 11 weird things Sigma males do that confuse everyone else, behaviors that might seem strange on the surface but are forged in a mindset of resilience, rational thinking, and unshakable self-mastery. Get ready to nod in recognition or have your curiosity ignited, because this isn't just a video, it's a mirror for the lone wolves who thrive beyond the pack. Here at Sigma Male Community, we don't pander or preach, we provoke and empower. We're here for the men who've always felt the world's script didn't quite fit, who've chosen to write their own instead. This isn't about fitting in, it's about standing apart with a confidence that doesn't need validation. What you'll hear today is rooted in the timeless strength of Stoic philosophy, not as some dusty textbook lesson, but as a living framework that explains why Sigma males operate the way they do. These 11 traits might baffle the crowd, but they're the hallmarks of a man who's mastered himself first. So, let's dive in and decode the Sigma operating system, because once you see it, you'll either recognize your own code or be inspired to rewrite yours. 1. The silent power play, no reaction to insults. Imagine an insult hitting its target and evaporating into nothingness, like a stone dropped into a void. That's the Sigma shield in action. When someone lobs a barb their way, be it a snide remark or a full-on attack, the Sigma male doesn't flinch, retort, or show a flicker of irritation. He stands there, calm as a mountain, because he sees insults for what they are, irrelevant noise or weak attempts at control. His silence isn't weakness, it's the ultimate dismissal, a signal that your words don't even register on his radar. For a Sigma, emotional real estate is too valuable to waste on petty provocations, and his energy is reserved for what he deems worthy. This isn't just restraint, it's a declaration of sovereignty over his own mind. This unnerving calm drives aggressors mad precisely because it works. While most people scramble to defend their ego, clutching at their pride like it's a lifeline, the Sigma remains undisturbed, his self-worth forged in an internal furnace no one else can touch. The attacker is left flailing, their words falling flat, their power stripped away by the Sigma's indifference. It's a victory won without a single move, a testament to the Stoic truth that we only control our own reactions, not the actions of others. By refusing to engage, he turns the aggressor's energy against them, exposing their futility. To the Sigma, this isn't just a tactic, it's a way of life, a rational choice to preserve his peace and let the world's chaos bounce off his unbreakable frame. 2. The deep dive disappearance, deep convos with strangers. Picture this. A Sigma male locks eyes with a stranger at a bar, and within minutes, they're dissecting the meaning of existence, the beauty of art, or the threads of reality itself. Sparks fly, minds collide in a rare electric exchange that feels like it could change everything. Then, just as the connection peaks, the Sigma nods, mutters a casual good talk, and walks away, gone forever. No numbers exchanged, no plans to reconnect, just a void where most would expect a bond to form. To the stranger, it's bewildering. To the Sigma, it's complete. That conversation was the entire experience. A fleeting, brilliant moment of intellectual communion he savored for its own sake, not as a stepping stone to something more. This baffles others because society tells us intensity like that should lead somewhere. A friendship, a network, a follow-up. But the Sigma isn't wired for that script. He doesn't seek followers or cling to connections. He craves the raw exchange of ideas, the collision of thoughts in the present. Walking away reflects a Stoic embrace of the moment, valuing what is, not what could be. He's not rejecting the stranger. He's preserving the purity of the experience, free from the clutter of expectation. The stranger's left holding echoes of brilliance, confused by the disappearance but richer for it, while the Sigma moves on, his mind already chasing the next spark, unshackled by social chains. 3. The validation void, treating compliments and insults the same. Pour lavish praise on a Sigma male or sling vicious insults his way, you'll get the same response. A neutral nod, maybe a detached okay, and nothing more. His internal compass doesn't waver because it's calibrated by his own standards, not yours. Compliments don't puff him up. He doesn't need your approval to feel whole. Insults don't cut. He doesn't fear your disapproval enough to let it sting. To him, your words, good or bad, are just data points, not emotional grenades. He's not cold or arrogant. He's simply untethered from the game of external validation most people play without even realizing it. This emotional immunity is revolutionary in a world where people dance to the tune of praise or cringe under criticism. The Sigma cuts those strings, operating from a core of self-defined worth that's bulletproof to manipulation. Flattery won't sway him. Attacks won't shake him. It's a Stoic stance. His value comes from within, from living rationally and true to his principles, not from the fickle winds of opinion. Others find this confusing, even unsettling, because it defies the norm of chasing approval or dodging disapproval. But for the Sigma, it's freedom, a quiet, unshakable power that lets him move through life on his own terms, leaving the validation seekers scrambling to understand. 4. The effortless magnetism, don't flirt but attract. Forget pickup lines, forced charm, or peacocking for attention. The Sigma male doesn't play that game. He stands still, immersed in his own world, radiating zero effort to impress or draw anyone in. Yet people gravitate to him like moths to a flame. It's his radical authenticity, his complete indifference to the approval-seeking circus. He's not performing, he just is, a man comfortable in his own skin, focused on what drives him, not what others think. In a sea of tryhards, this lack of neediness is a rare, intoxicating force that pulls people in without him lifting a finger. While others broadcast their availability like a desperate radio signal, the Sigma's quiet self-containment becomes a siren song. It's not a trick or a strategy, it's the natural byproduct of a mind aligned with its own purpose, a Stoic harmony with his true nature. People want to crack the mystery, earn a reaction, connect with someone who clearly doesn't need their connection. This effortless draw confuses those who think attraction requires effort, but it's proof that real presence trumps performance every time. The Sigma's magnetism isn't about what he does, it's about what he doesn't, a living lesson in self-mastery that leaves others intrigued and inspired. 5. The ghost post, disappear from social media. One day, a Sigma male drops a post online. Something cryptic, brilliant, or deeply philosophical that stops you in your tracks. It's raw, unpolished, and hits like a thunderbolt. Then, nothing. Radio silence for months, maybe years. No likes, no replies, no curated updates to keep the algorithm happy. To the Sigma, the platform's just a momentary bulletin board, not a stage for validation. He shared a thought, not a plea for attention, and once it's out, he's done. Back to living life where the real action happens, far from the digital spotlight. This vanishing act drives the social media world nuts. People overanalyze the post, speculate about his life, or assume some dramatic exit. But the truth is simpler. He doesn't care about the echo chamber. It's a Stoic move, finding value in the act itself, not the applause it might generate. He's not playing hard to get. He's genuinely detached from the performative dance of online presence. That rare, potent post lingers in others' minds, its power amplified by his absence, while he's off chasing real-world pursuits, leaving the digital herd to wonder what hit them. 6. The cryptic communicator, speak in half sentences. Ever heard a Sigma male start a thought with razor-sharp focus, only to trail off into silence mid-sentence? The thing about power is, and that's it. It's not rudeness or distraction. His mind's already raced ahead, connecting dots faster than his words can keep up. If the rest feels obvious or redundant, he stops. Why waste breath on what's already clear in his head? Efficiency trumps social nicety, leaving listeners hanging, half annoyed, half intrigued, as they scramble to decode the unspoken finish. This habit throws people off because most fill the air with noise to be understood. Not the Sigma. He trusts you'll catch up if you're sharp enough, a nod to the Stoic value of clarity through brevity. His internal dialogue's already resolved the point, forcing it out loud feels like clutter. It's jarring, sure, but it's also potent, turning a casual chat into a puzzle that demands attention. While others over-explain, the Sigma's half-sentences cut through the fluff, a quiet challenge to keep pace with a mind that doesn't slow down for anyone. 7. The unpredictable engine, work in bursts, then nothing. Forget the steady hum of a 9 to 5. The Sigma male's engine runs on obsession. When he's locked onto a project, he's a force of nature, hyper-focused, relentless, burning through days without sleep or distraction until it's done. Then just as suddenly he shuts down. Days of apparent inertia follow, reading, thinking, recharging, looking to outsiders like he's dropped off the planet. It's not laziness, it's recalibration, a natural rhythm of all-in intensity balanced by deep recovery that keeps him sharp. This cycle confounds linear thinkers who equate consistency with productivity. To the Sigma, forcing output when the tank's empty is pointless. He rides the waves of his own energy, a stoic respect for his natural flow. Those bursts produce more in days than most do in months, and the downtime ensures he's ready for the next surge. It's a high-octane, low-idle dance that delivers results on his terms, not society's. Others might call it erratic. He calls it effective, a testament to self-awareness and resilience that lets him thrive where others burn out. 8. The anti-fashion statement: wear the same clothes. While the world chases trends and crafts identities through outfits, the Sigma male picks a uniform, say a black t-shirt and jeans, and sticks to it. It's not broke, so why fix it? This isn't about poverty or apathy, it's cognitive liberation. Finding functional, comfortable gear is a solved equation. Revisiting it daily is a waste of mental bandwidth better spent on what actually matters. To him, clothes are a shield against the elements, not a billboard for his soul. This minimalism baffles those who see fashion as expression or status. But the Sigma's identity isn't tied to fabric. It's forged in action and thought, a stoic nod to simplicity and focus. Like a warrior donning the same armor, he eliminates trivial choices to sharpen his edge. Others project meaning onto his repetition, but he's just sidestepped the game entirely. It's not a statement, it's utility, a quiet rebellion against the superficial that frees him to dominate where it counts, inside his own mind and out in the world. 9. The unforced impact: never try to impress but do. Sigmas don't flex, boast, or fish for applause, they're too busy chasing their own fire. They pour their energy into what drives them, not what might win a crowd. Yet, that raw focus and quiet competence draw eyes like a magnet. People notice the man who doesn't need to shout, who moves with purpose instead of posturing. In a world of desperate self-promotion, his indifference to the spotlight makes him shine brighter, an enigma others can't ignore. It's a paradox rooted in stoic authenticity, living true to yourself, not for an audience. His impact isn't forced, it's earned through integrity and skill, a natural pull that doesn't beg for attention. People sense the real deal, a man fueled by internal conviction, not external claps, and they're hooked. This confuses those who think influence demands effort, but the Sigma proves otherwise. Real power doesn't perform, it just exists. It's a lesson in self-mastery that hits harder because it doesn't try. 10. The Time Lord of texts: ignore texts, then respond casually. A Sigma male sees your text, not as a summons but as a note he'll get to when he damn well pleases. Hours, days, even weeks might pass before he replies, and when he does, it's casual, unapologetic, like no time's elapsed at all. It's not malice, it's mastery over his own attention. He engages when he's ready, not when the ping demands it, refusing to let others' urgency hijack his focus. That response, when it comes, is a choice, not a reflex. This breaks the unspoken rule of instant digital bowing, and it ruffles feathers. But to the Sigma, time is his domain, a stoic stance on guarding what's precious. He's not dismissing you, he's prioritizing himself, a rational filter on a world that expects constant availability. The lack of apology signals his terms are non-negotiable, leaving others to adjust or stew. It's autonomy in action, a quiet flex of control that keeps his life his own, even in the age of the ever-present screen. 11. The fuel gauge: ignorance: forget to eat until starving. When a Sigma male's locked in, whether it's work, thought, or creation, hunger's just static in the background. He'll push past it, lost in the flow, until his body screams with shaking hands or a crashing head. Only then does he pause, scarf something down, and dive back in. Food's not a ritual or indulgence. It's fuel, a pit stop to keep the machine running. To him, the mind's mission trumps the stomach's clock every time. This throws people who live by meal times or savor every bite. They see neglect. He sees focus, a stoic willingness to endure for what matters. It's not about denying himself, it's about prioritizing what's driving him, letting the physical serve the mental. Eating's a means, not an event, handled with brutal efficiency. That single-mindedness confuses the comfort-driven, but it's the Sigma's edge, a raw, unfiltered commitment to his purpose that turns distraction into dominance. So there you have it, 11 weird things Sigma males do that leave the world scratching its head, yet prove there's a method to the madness. These aren't quirks, they're the code of a man who's cracked the matrix of conformity and built his own system. At Sigma Male Community, we're not here to spoon-feed or coddle, we're here to spark that fire in you, to show you that your difference isn't a glitch, it's your strength. If this hit home, if it made you smirk or think or feel that surge of recognition, don't just sit there, smash that like button, drop a comment with your take, and share this with the lone wolves in your life who'd get it. You're not here by accident, you're part of a tribe that thrives beyond the noise. Subscribe if you haven't, and hit that bell to lock in with Sigma Male Community, your go-to for raw wisdom and real talk on living free, strong, and unapologetic. This isn't just content, it's fuel for the man who's already rewriting the rules. Reflect on this, apply it, own it, because the world's confusion is your proof of power. Keep coding your own path, brothers. We'll see you in the next one.